Uh-oh. Wow, look at those PNGs. They're really screaming right now. You ever scream like this? Ah!
It's a joke. It's all a joke.
It's a Gundam. He's just a piece of crap.
One Punch Man was a perfect storm, bro. Back in the day, I was reading the manga around 2013, 2014. It was created by a man who goes by the name or the alias of One. The webcomic had art that was a step above Christian and Quickville, and I'm not even kidding. A manga the world would have never known if not for the amazing re-illustration of Yosuke Murata. God-tier level artwork that gave a great story the platform it deserved, leading to the anime dropping in 2015. It was just perfect timing. Superhero movies were still massive, but clearly growing stale. One Punch Man was refreshing, funny, and such a total 180 from the superhero stuff we were so accustomed to here in the West, turning Saitama into a cultural icon and a meme that I abuse to this day. That's why it hit like a ton of bricks when it came out. Saitama's hero origin story was so unorthodox and out there. One day, he saved a kid's life from this monster that had spared his life previously because he was unemployed and looking for a soul-crushing salaryman job, but he couldn't get hired. Perfectly relatable for like everybody in this day and age. As a fellow dude with lifeless eyes, I'll let you off the hook this time. You have the same lifeless eyes as me. I could be a voice actor. I won't go into a deep dive of One Punch Man or the fact that Saitama seems like such a normal, chill dude. Oh, he got his superpowers from doing the King Cobra workout program. I'm not even joking. If you know, you know.
100 push-ups, 100 sit-ups.
That's enough to break a sweat.
And 100 squats. Then a 10-kilometer run. Do it every single day.
Season 1 of One Punch Man was animated by Madhouse Animation Studios. I didn't pay attention to this sort of stuff. I was literally the meme.
Don't ask questions. Just consume product and then get excited for next product.
But looking back now, Madhouse was behind some of my favorite animes. They did Claymore, Hajime no Ippo, Chobits, I admit it, Black Lagoon, Trigun, Hellsing, Freerun, the Hunter x Hunter 2011 version, not the 1990s version, Death Note, Keshirin, Sins. They did X, dude. Oh, and the theme song was by X Japan, the biggest rock band in Japan history and one of the biggest rock bands in the world, but whatever. The list that this studio has done is a mile long. They just dropped bangers like Raindrop. It was impossible to miss these hits. They also scored the talent of Shingo Natsume to direct One Punch Man Season 1. He directed Space Dandy, Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood. Him being on the project also attracted other people that didn't work for Madhouse but specialized in combat animation, etc., etc. It was Madhouse on steroids, for lack of a better term. Shingo Natsume wanted to direct Season 2 of One Punch Man, but he wasn't allowed to do what he wanted to do, so he walked.
So I personally, of course, wanted to do it, but this cannot be done just by myself. So I'm a freelance director, so I cannot do everything I wanted to do. So it comes with people, employees, you know, their lives and the studio and different kind of things. So it's too bad that, you know, we can't really continue to doing it. But I wanted JC to do way more. Good job.
Season 2 launched in 2019 and would be handled by JC staff. Their big hits were Food Wars and High Score Girl. Food Wars bored me to tears, and High Score Girl looked dangerously mid. I'm going to admit it, Season 2 didn't turn me off. I thought it was good. It wasn't as good as 1, but it was decent, and it had its own memorable moments. Then, nothing. All the casual fans of One Punch Man soon stopped caring. My Hero Academia, Demon Slayer filled the void that One Punch Man left behind. Which brings us to current day. I guess I should have known something was wrong. One Punch Man Season 3 dropped and there wasn't the glowing praise that I expected. In fact, people hated it. I wrote this off as everyone being overreactionary because that's all we do now. Online crash outs whenever the opportunity presents itself. I mean, people thought that Season 2 was bad. Then it happened. People on Twitter were harassing the director for Season 3 of One Punch Man, to the point of where he deleted his account and he had a mental breakdown.
I have some rather unfortunate news. There are a few people among my followers who are pretending to be allies, but they actually engage in rage baiting. So I've decided to delete my account. Their actions such as taking my statements out of context, trying to elicit comments that violate NDAs, or turning them into profit, are unacceptable and cannot be overlooked.
Yeah, I have to admit, Twitter allowing people from third world countries to get paid have really created a dichotomy of retardation the world has never seen before. It's
Always the genuine fans who end up suffering the most. I cannot forgive those who tarnish the staff's honor or exploit the struggles of other creatives for a profit through hate. Therefore, I will also be deleting Shinpei Nagai's account entirely. I will not continue any accounts in the future. I cannot overlook the actions that degrade the work itself, so I ask for your understanding. Honestly, it has taken a toll on my mental health, and it only brings negativity to the work, the staff, and the original creators. But such despicable behavior is unforgivable. To the fans who have been truly kind to me, I want to express my gratitude and apology. It was truly enjoyable.
I thought to myself, the anime can't be that bad, but I was wrong. Very wrong.
How does it feel to have lived long enough to see all of your favorite franchises go down in flames?
I'm fine. I'm perfectly
Wellington.
fine.
Episode 1 is a lot of exposition with very little animation. It didn't feel like One Punch Man. I checked my browser to make sure that I didn't select the wrong anime by mistake. One thing that's painfully apparent was the fact that most of the animation was completely lifeless. I've seen motion comics on YouTube with more passion. The most used shots in the show are slow pan facial close-ups while the character talks. Only their lips move. Their eyes never blink, their hair doesn't move. It's a glorified PNG. My God, we went from the highs of free rent to the lows of One Punch Man Season 3. Episode 2. I was at least able to enjoy some of the humor, paired with the signature one-frame animation. That's what we should call the show now, one frame. That is now the hallmark of this anime. Before the scene happened. This one clip was a meme online for weeks on end, and it probably started the hate wave that is the One Punch Man hate boner most people online have, and it might even be justified. Basically, it's where the hero hunter isn't animated walking down a hill, but he's sliding down the hill like a PNG file crudely used as animation. I should know. I do this in my videos all the time. But we're on a shoestring budget of lemon pepper tuna and dog hairs here. I wanted to believe that this was a lie made by people on Twitter rage baiting from India for a few rupees, but it was real.
It's over. We are screwed.
People losing their minds online had a point for a change. We were truly in the darkest timeline. Episode 3 had the same one-frame animation yet again with tons of exposition. At this point, I became so disengaged from the show and the PNG animations. Reading the manga is a far superior experience, and I'm not even kidding. The level of detail or the impact from fight scenes, it's lost in the animation, and it's better in the manga. I think I'm just simply angry on some level that it took this long to deliver this. Not a masterpiece, but a hot, wet fart in your mouth that you have to chew on, despite it lacking any substance, but you can taste the shit. One Punch Man Season 3 is as bad as modern-day Star Wars. The lackluster animation, in my opinion, has a bleeding over effect on everything else of the show. It makes the voice acting seem not as good, even though that's probably not the case. At least it does to me. And let's be real here, in cooking, one bad ingredient can ruin a meal. It's sad to see something with so much potential, so much hype, in at least 2 seasons that were arguably great, have a 3rd season and it's completely squandered. This will be the end of One Punch Man as a whole, as an anime. Frankly, it's on brand for the current day and age we live in. Everything before 2020 was so much better, and that includes One Punch Man's anime series now. Instead of it going out with a bang, it goes out with a sad whimper. Another omission of just how pointless and empty everything is. It's also led to people believing that AI has been used in animation, because there's some really weird points where some characters have 6 or 7 fingers. Or there's one scene where the chick, whose name I don't care to learn, is throwing a metal ball and she has a bandage on her face and it just disappears. I could read how animators and longtime industry veterans in Japan say that people being upset with this have no right to be mad, but I think they do. As Dio once said, without them, we are nothing. Without us, they will always be. And this sentiment should bleed over in more than just music and entertainment, but in every facet of life, especially when it comes to trying to sell us on a product, especially one this bad. I guess I'm just depressed. Something else I really enjoyed is now shit, and it's hard to believe or accept. I guess I'll go through some stages of grief. Oh well, subscribe if you want. It don't matter. None of this really matters.